So today we're going to do a currently inked video.
Yes.
And as you can see, I
seemed fun.
I actually spent a little time cleaning up pens, so I didn't have as many pens inked, but I think I have more than I need inked.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think that's
How many are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 pens inked.
Is that... So those are all the ones that are inked?
Yeah, of
Should
mine.
We just pull
But yeah, well, we'll start off in a second. So I think what I should do is try to, over the next few weeks, cut it down to say 10 inked at all times. But what do you think?
Fair.
Yeah. So some of these will be when they run dry. I'll clean them up, and I'll start over.
Yeah.
So what we'll do is start on this side, and we'll go that way, or we can go that way.
I was thinking like we could just kind of take one out.
Well, yeah. But anyway.
Like.
So anyway, I have more pens, but okay, we'll start with this one. So that is a Faber-Castell Loom, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
nice design.
I have it inked in this little bottle of Private Reserve Pumpkin Patch.
Oh, from Ferris Wheel Press.
Oh yeah, I said Private Reserve.
Isn't it?
Ferris Wheel Press. You're more on the ball. So I'm just gonna put the date down on this little book here. We're gonna cut it.
We should move some of the ink.
No, leave it there. It's good.
Maybe.
Yeah. So what's the date today? May 8th? Yeah.
I think. It's hard to keep track.
The loom is Ferris Wheel Press. Yeah. And that's a nice ink in this. Because the nib is so flexible, it shows up quite nicely. You know, it's a lighter ink than I would normally use, but I'm just going to set it over there. So this is a pen that's always inked. You know what it is?
No.
It's Pilot Capless. And it's called a capless because it doesn't have a cap. You press this little plunger and the nib pops out.
That is a nice pen.
And
I like that.
That's a nice pen. And it's always inked.
I like how that works.
Mm-hmm. And I don't have the ink wait, I do. And I always have that inked with ancient copper.
Mm.
Yeah.
You think they work nice together?
Oh, they work really well. Because this is almost... because I like to match my inks.
It matches really well.
And it matches really well with the color of the pen. And it flows really nicely in this in this pen. And I like it a lot. I just realized maybe I'll stop writing and just talk about what I have. I can write about it later. This is going to take too long.
Yeah, we don't want an hour-long video.
This is a Reform 4388.
Ooh, looks nice.
It's a very nice pen. It's a vintage pen. It's
I like
the triangle pen because it has the finial and the end of the pen are triangular shape. And
I really like
It's
that.
a piston filler.
Very nice.
And screw cap, lovely little nib on it, and it's really hard to focus on things because there's so much background noise. Lovely little nib on it. It works really well, and I always keep it inked up with writer's blood. Isn't that nice?
Yes. Writer's blood is probably one of my favorite inks because
of the name?
Yes. Also, it just looks really good. I like how it goes down on the paper.
It's a really nice ink. And I have 2 Geja student pens. 711L is this one. And I think that's a 711, but I'm not too sure.
Personally, I cannot tell the difference between them.
Slightly,
except for color. Maybe.
Color and the ink window.
The ink window is different shape. But other than that, there's not much difference to me.
Yeah, a little bit of
Just
color
looking
difference.
At it.
When you take off the nib, off the cap, you can see that the nibs are the same, but the sections are quite different. This is sort of a semi-hood.
Do you keep this one with this ink by chance?
No, actually, I always, because these are cartridge fillers.
I'm curious if you do.
Because these are cartridge fillers, and I don't have converters for them. They used to take Geja cartridges, but for some reason, the modern Lamy converters fit the Geja. And this is Tamerlane that I put in it because it matches this one particularly well.
Okay. So I was curious if it was that one because didn't know if they were good.
And this is one of my favorite pens.
Ooh, I like it.
That's Pilot E
I like how big the cap is. It's
It's a
a very
huge cap.
unique design,
Yeah.
and it definitely feels like
It
it's
looks like a
meant
small
to be
pen,
posted.
and then you put the cap on.
Honestly,
it becomes a big pen.
really looks like it was designed to be posted.
What it was.
Yeah.
It is, and it works very well. Right? Turns into a full-size pen,
Very
and I always keep that one inked with
Blood
Diamine
Orange.
Blood Orange because I like that name.
Also, it has a very nice bottle, in my opinion.
It's actually one
the
of the
triangle is nice.
yes, the Diamine.
It's very nice.
Usually a Diamine ink, they come shaped like that, most of them. But this is a 150th anniversary edition, and it's
Question.
triangular. But there's other colors that also come in the
Yes, I
triangle.
assume that it has enough to make a circle.
So yes,
and
you
that's
buy
what
them
it's
all.
designed for.
You buy them all, you can make a circle.
And that would be cool.
That is cool.
And above our budget. To some degree.
Yes.
It would look nice though. And
Yeah.
I love the bottle design.
It is a great bottle. And when it runs dry, I'll keep that bottle. Because
Yeah.
it's such a cool bottle. All the bottles are actually, most bottles of ink are really nicely designed.
The favorite one I see right now is that Lamy.
That's your favorite?
Just looking at it. from
Well,
over
interesting.
here. I like it.
That's kind of funny because this pen is inked with that one.
Oh.
Maybe you have ESP or some kind of...
What?
You knew that I went to that ink even though I was holding this pen. And those two are... That's what I have in this pen.
It's a very nice bottle.
And it's Lamy Blue. Yeah. And
What?
this is apparently in there that there's a little
She did.
blotting paper. Yeah.
That's nice.
And then this is another
It's a
one of my
fun
favorite pens, and it's always inked. And I have, this is the Lamy 2000.
That's one of my favorite looking pens.
Yeah, it's
it's
one of
just
my
like a
favorites.
sleek matte black. Very nice.
Classic design.
I
And
really like
and
it.
right at the moment I have it inked in Sailor Gentle Sky High Blue.
That's a nice
And
bottle
it's a nice
and
combination.
color.
Usually though usually up until recently I've had Oxford Blue in it, which is one of my favorite colors.
Nice.
This is a great pen.
Ooh, that's one. I really think that the black we did a video on a while back would look good in that.
You know what?
Personally.
But yeah, I know what you mean. But I actually keep it inked up, private reserved tanzanite, because
That looks like a
It
normal pen ink, like the classic
ballpoint.
blue ballpoint pen, but kind of purpley and
Yeah,
blackish.
but it matches perfectly with the trim.
It does.
So I like to keep them matched up. I wouldn't put a black in this one, even though the black is quite nice.
I just think it'd work because it's very sparkly and has a lot of
Yeah.
variation when it's
Yeah.
on the paper.
But when you're
and
right,
dry.
but this blue is really nice and purpley when it dries. It's really nice blue.
looks
There.
beautiful.
So you were talking about the new black we got, which is, where is it? So this is a Pelican 12 Sylvexin around 1965. So it's just a year younger than me. Ta-da.
It's younger than you.
It's
wow.
younger. I know, eh? I'm getting old.
Your birthday was like a few
No,
days.
yeah. Anyway, so this is Roaring Patina Black, and it works really nicely in this ink in this pen, I should say, because it has a medium nib with a bit of flex, and it allows the patina, the gold flex in it to really come up, and it turns into almost like a nice coppery blackish gray. Really works nicely,
It's a very nice
and that's
ink.
that's the Ferris wheel press.
Ferris Wheel Press is a very nice brand so far from what I've seen.
We've had some nice inks
We've
in there.
tried
we only
it
have
like
a few, but we
I
tried
think
a few.
around 5 different colors we
I
have.
think so, yeah.
I think that
We had that little
and we got
charger
like
set. With 3 inks in
like
it.
well
Yeah, so that
wasn't
one,
this a Ferris Wheel Press?
that's Ferris wheel press. We have it in one of the pens, yeah.
Very nice.
That's the
ink.
one from the charger set.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
But,
really like
yeah.
the Ferris Wheel Press.
I like
so
it too.
far.
So that's a really nice ink. And I think I'll always keep that in this. I think that's a limited edition too, so sadly it might run out.
It's a fancy thing to have though.
Yeah, and I'm going to drop down to this, and I'm seeing that this pen is almost out of ink. I've written it, and the reason this one is actually used, this pen is used so much, because I have in it platinum carbon black.
Ooh,
Now, platinum
that
carbon
looks
black
nice.
is an ink that I use, for drawing and painting, right?
yes.
I put it on watercolors, But I also use this if I'm writing out a receipt or if I'm addressing an envelope to someone, because it doesn't. If it gets wet, it doesn't get washed off. It doesn't bleed. It doesn't do anything like that. So it's a permanent ink, but it's really good in the fountain pen. And so I'm always using this, but I always use it in this pen, and it's always getting run.
Is it designed to work in the fountain pen?
Yes, it is.
Nice.
It's designed to be fountain pen friendly.
Nice.
Okay, this one. This is my Twisty Vac Mini, and as you can see, it's got a nice green in it. Which green do you think is in it?
I think it's like one of the only greens you have on the table.
That's true. Actually, I have one other green.
This is the only other green, the Lami.
Well, I have another green here too.
Wait, where?
So anyway, the Twisty Vac Mini, I always keep it inked up in Sherwood green. That's a diamine ink, right? And I like diamine inks a lot. Very nice color, very rich, and I always keep it in that.
3 greens on the table. The other one would be Peter Moss.
Yes.
Named after Pete Moss.
Yes.
It's a play on words.
I know. It's the Ferris wheel press.
One of my favorite inks.
Peter Moss. This is one of your favorite inks, or the brand is one of your favorites?
This one.
This is one of your favorites.
It's nice.
It is. It's a great
as far as green goes.
Yeah, and that actually is a pretty exact reproduction of what the ink looks like. That great on the label. It's a nice olivey moss green, and I keep it in this pen. I put it in this pen the other day.
It's the Unknown.
The Unknown, that has a really nice nib by George Peter Rupp.
We still don't know what pen it is.
Yeah.
And we may never figure it out.
There's no marking on the pen, no branding, but I do know what the nib is, which is quite nice. He was a German nib manufacturer, and he made nibs for different companies. And I keep it, in this lovely Peter Moss green. And I love the packaging design on these things. All the little illustrations they put into it. Really nice ideas. So that's that. This is an Aurora 88P vintage pen from, I think, the late 50s. And I keep it also in the tanzanite. I keep the tanzanite in that, and it works really nicely in it.
Looks nice.
And yeah, that's actually one of my favorite
The tanzanite
colors.
Really reminds me of a classic ballpoint pen.
Yeah.
Where it's like kind of purpley, kind of blue.
Kind of purpley, kind of blue.
Darker than most.
Oh, and
Nice.
the Geja. And I forget what I put in the Geja.
Why don't we test it out on the paper and see?
It's getting low. Let's see. Oh, I put
Is that writer's blood?
I don't
Or is that...
see it. Oh, I put Sailor Gentle Ink Grenade, which is kind of a purpley color there. That's what's in that.
It's nice.
And that works really nicely. And the cat is here to help.
We had set her in the other room a while back
just let her
so
be.
that
She's here to
wouldn't
help.
bother us, but end of the video
And
she
here-
had to make an appearance.
Here is, actually, what is that? That's a Geja.
Ooh,
And this
I
is
really love that pen.
This is a Reform, and I don't know the number, and I can't remember what's in it. Oh, Writer's Blood.
Writer's Blood.
I put Writer's Blood in this one. Yeah, so this is a Reform, a German pen. Usually they have numbers, but I don't, the Reform goes by numbers, and I don't know the number of this one. And I have it in Writer's Blood. Where is the Writer's Blood? Oh, right here. Yeah, so I have the Diamine Writer's Blood in it.
Probably my favorite ink.
Probably your favorite ink.
Or at least one.
Yeah. So anyway, I have a lot of pens inked up at the moment. And I'm probably going to cut it down to 10. But there's always certain pens that are inked all the time. And quite easy for me to show you what ones are always inked, no matter what's going on around here. And yeah.
And you write with these all the time.
Yeah, so these
Like
pens are always inked. Actually, this
So
one's
if
always...
we-
Actually, a lot of pens are
So if
always
we ever
inked.
do a currently inked, we're not going to include those.
Well, no, I will.
Maybe.
I will.
Unless
Maybe
they
it's-
have a new ink. or
Yeah,
something.
and I have a new pen coming. I'm waiting for it. But anyway,
Ooh.
that'll be nice. So that'll probably end up in the permanently inked matte batch
That'll
too,
be
because
fun.
the one I have coming is going to be a really nice pen.
Ooh.
Kind of a grail pen almost for me, anyway.
It's an exciting
We won't
thing
say
to
what it
say.
is. We won't say what it is, but it'll probably be in the permanent inks. So yeah, so I always keep this Twisty Vac Mini, my Lamy 2000, my Pilot E95S, my Pilot Capless, my Twisty Iris, my Twisty Vac 700 Iris, this Twisty Echo, my Aurora 88, and my other Twisty Echo. Those pens are always inked. And so I have, yeah, a lot of pens inked. And that'll probably continue, even though my intention is to weed it back a little bit, right?
Yeah.
But who knows? Anyway. So, thank you very much for watching this rambling video.
Yeah, it's fun to make.
It was fun to make. Just, it is kind of interesting to take inventory. So I'm going to write in my notebook, I put the date down. I'll go, after I finish the video, I'm going to write everything in here and figure out what I have. So when I come back to it in a few months, we'll know what's going on.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do another one of these videos. They're always fun to keep track.
If people like it and enjoy it, then you might.
Give a thumbs up.
Yeah.
And just please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. It's really helpful when you do. And we're getting close to our goal we set, right? What was our goal?
1,000 subs.
1,000 subs, and we're close to
get
that.
there.
And
It's exciting.
you want us to get there.
You do as well.
I do too, yes. And we can do it, right?
Yeah.
All right. So anyway.
It's very fun. And if you have any pens that you think are nice, or you see any inks that you think would be nice with a pen that we have or something.
Yeah. What
or
pens
just
do you keep
want
current?
to
What do you
talk.
always keep inked? That's
Yeah,
another one.
then
So
just
if in the comments,
tell
send
us in the comments.
what pen is
about
always
stuff.
in rotation for you? And how many pens do you have inked? How many is too many?
Yeah.
Hey, all right. Thanks. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye-bye.